to my channel. I know it's been a little bit. Actually, I think the last videos that I posted was like maybe the week of Christmas, I think. I just needed to take a little time off. I just wasn't like in, I guess you could say the right mindset to sit down and film last week, but I needed to get my planners ready and just, different stuff going on, the holidays and other stuff. And I just needed to take a break. I guess sometimes we all need that sometimes. And that's what I needed for myself. But I need to get back in the swing of things. So that is what I'm doing. So as you can see, I did end up doing a different setup during that break. And I swear, so my daughter's cat, the one that she is the most attached to, he loves to come in here because he thinks he's helping. But it's mostly to look cute and get attention. Only problem is he's starting to shed a little more right now. He just gets his hair everywhere, like in places I never thought he would manage to be able to do. But that's just how life goes when you have cats. So yeah, apparently don't have anything in these pockets yet. I'm probably going to eventually maybe stick some stuff in these pockets, but I don't have anything in these three yet. I did stick some kind of winter theme stuff in my pockets here, mostly ones that I made with supplies that I have. Like this was a paper pad that I got from Michael's, and I took a sticker, done a little bit of surgery, and made this little card. It says, "Wake me up when winter is over." And then this one, it don't have anything on it, but I just stuck it there for decoration. This is a die cut sticker from the Live Love Posh bundle that I got a couple of years ago. This is just a square of snowflake paper. And then this is like a little card that I made from a Wrong sticker. It says, "'Tis the season to party." Kind of, to go with the with the kind of New Year theme there. And then for my actual planner, of course, there's my pen. I wanted to go ahead. Typically, I use my Friction Pilot erasable pens, just because I like to be able to erase. But I'd already started using the Simply Gilded pen, and I didn't want it to dry up if I put it away and used it like next year or something. So I'm going to finish using it to get the use out of it that I can, and then go back to using my erasable pens. Of course, this is my planner. You probably saw, if you saw my big Black Friday, Cyber Monday haul, you saw that I got this in that order. I wanted to use it, and I really wanted to use these snowflake discs because I hadn't used them in a while, and I just thought it would look really pretty with this cover. So it's what I'm going to use for now, but I really like it. And of course, I went in, and I swear his hair is everywhere. Went in and set up the planner. All it has is like the new perpetual calendar that I have, and the year at a glance. I won't show those because they already have some. Well, I could show this part because it's blank. I put this part in, and the year at a glance in for this planner. But I've already got things marked in there, like appointments and stuff, so I don't want to, show that. And then I have my my inbox area, which I just stuck, I had kind of more of a homemade kind of dashboard thing for my post-it notes. They did not want to stick to it. It was acetate. So I just put them on the actual divider and then put this wrong one in behind it. All I done was cut the tab off. And I've got a little clear pocket, and then I actually have a pocket folder. And then of course this is my notes area. Probably will stick some more different size sheets of paper in here. Here's my home planner section. When I downsize, when I don't have like my Christmas planner set up and I have a smaller planner, I put 2 months at a time of my home planner, just because I have the space. As you can tell, my monthly is very simple, and then my New Year's spread for my home planners. So again, you know, we do have this quite decorative down the middle. It's not always going to fit every spread that I do, but sometimes I'll be able to ignore it, sometimes I won't. So we'll just see how it works out for me. Of course, there's February. Then the next section is my journal. Now, I don't decorate the monthly for my journal. I don't have a reason to. I just don't. So it goes undecorated, but I do have 2 months of it in here. So here is February, and then back here's my extras section where I have all my lists and bucket lists, stuff like that. And then the last section, of course, is my passwords, which I do not obviously share, but I have to have one because I have so many accounts that I have to keep track of passwords for. And this planner typically does not leave the house, so it's not really a big deal to have that back there. All right. Yep, we are in view. So with this setup, now for this week, obviously the center is not going to match this theme, which I'm using this old Dream Seeker sticker book. It's from 2019. I just want to get some books used up, especially older books. So it's probably, well, there's no probably to it. It's not going to match this book at all. And I don't know if I have, honestly, anything left in here that I could cover it up with. Got these. I don't know that I have enough to go down the middle though to cover it up. And I have all kinds of quote boxes left in this book. I just don't have much functional, but I could use these. To kind of go down the middle. Just have to trim off a little bit here so it doesn't cover up my day. we'll see how that turns out once I trim and all that. But I wanted to do something to cut that or cover that up a little bit. So we shall see how this goes. Okay, first I need to, what I like to do typically is, usually I go in and, do my functional first, which is mainly like mark my, appointments and stuff like that. I don't appear to be very prepared. All right. So first, I'm going to mark the days that my husband works his main job. I think I messed up. 7. Okay. I missed a date for next week, so that kind of on his schedule, that kind of had me throw it off a little bit. It can happen sometimes, but that is all for this week. There's 2 appointments that we have for next week. One is mine and one is my daughter's. So she has one there. And then just cause I'm gonna put that there right beside of it, just cause I want that to look like it's against something and not just kind of there. I know I saw those monthly boxes earlier in the book. I just need one box, honestly. Here we go. And there. So that is the only 2 appointments technically that have going on next week. I'm gonna bring this flag down a little more just because I want it to match match as close to as possible to that. Put some of this washi tape down because it does have flowers in it that I was kind of using. So I hope everybody had good holidays. Leading up to Christmas was pretty hectic. No, I don't use that one. I want to use the longer one. Yeah, leading up to Christmas was hectic. Just because we was trying to get, you know, a lot of stuff in, you know, kind of fun stuff, leading up to Christmas, you know, stuff with, you know, us and, you know, family and stuff, and then, just all kinds of, you know, stuff going on. And then, so it was nice. I think everybody enjoyed it and had fun. New Year's was stressful and still kind of is. But we're just going to do our best to get through it, and you know, just try to make this year as better as possible compared to last year. Last year was a lot. It was very stressful. We had a lot to deal with and going on, and trying to just let go of 2025 and hope that this year goes a little better. At least hope. I think the biggest thing is, you know, just not being afraid of setting boundaries, even if that isn't always popular. Making sure those boundaries are set. And again, that's not always going to be a popular thing, because, you know, others are going to want to set their own boundaries, or want to think that your boundaries affect them somehow, or anything like that. And, you know, you just sometimes just can't be afraid to put those boundaries in place and make it clear and do what you need to do. So that's just kind of going to be the mindset is going to set boundaries, going to do what you need to do to protect those boundaries, and just kind of go from there. May not be the most popular thing, but it is what it is. So I'm going to try to do things a lot more different this year. I guess it's easy to see. I was kind of going with a purple theme here, but kind of ran out of purple. I don't really want to use the monthly boxes, the little monthly boxes that typically you would use on your monthly, because it just, I don't have anything else in this book to use to kind of cover it up. I'm not going to be able to do that straight. So this week, well, actually when I'm filming this is Saturday, the 3rd. So the videos that I'm filming right now, what you see I'm filming, is I'm filming for next week. So when I post those, I will be back up to 4 videos, because we start back to school next week. Honestly, it feels like it's been forever, because with the way that my daughter can do her school, it being online, she can do her work as far out ahead as it'll let her, and that's what she did for the last like week and a half right before we went on Christmas break. And when she done that gave her like an extra week and a half of school or a Christmas break. So yeah, we feel like, or I feel like it, she's been on Christmas break for ever. But that's, that's the advantage of, that, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, because she still learns exactly what she'd be learning in person school, just at a different pace, her own pace, and she still taking it in and doing well, maybe even better. She was in, well, I wouldn't say better. She's always made straight A's, but she's able to do it with ease, comfort, not a lot of stress compared to what it'd be like if it was in person. So it's been very good for us. I think the game plan is we're going to do it at least through middle school. Now, she may want to go back to in person by high school. We'll see. You never know. Sometimes she changes her mind like 20 times in a day, much less in a couple of years worth of time. But I do think that she sees a lot of the benefits of going this route. She still enjoys it. So I don't know. We'll see. But all that being said is we will start going back to having the school planner plan with me's because we'll be heading back to school. It's going to be a little weird because we've been out for so long. But that will do it for this setup. Not obviously, not a whole lot going on, but I've left space in there to kind of pencil things in because that can happen a lot. We're actually waiting on some more referral appointments to be scheduled, so those can come about at any time. We never know. But that is taking care of the week of the 5th through the 11th. Doesn't seem possible. We're already going to be heading that far into the new year. But it is using the Dream Seeker sticker book. And I liked, mostly how it turned out. I like the color purple. It's one of my second favorite colors. The main thing is just wanting to get some of these sticker books used up. You use what I have, before I start, buying any more. And sometimes that can be kind of hard. Like you saw the haul that I did for Black Friday. Luckily, that only happens once a year. But if you liked how this turned out, hit that like button. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. And hopefully I won't need to take any more time off. And I will see you in the next one.